It's 6:03 on a Monday morning, July 29th. We're at 74 degrees, partly cloudy, chance of rain later, highs around 95. Good morning, I'm Michelle Basch.
And I'm John Aaron. The top local story we're following this hour is a tragedy in Gaithersburg. The body of 6-year-old Fazan Hassan was pulled from a pond yesterday, about 50 yards from a playground where he was last seen. WTOP's Dick Uliano reports from the scene.
Here at Borer Park, the boy and his family came to enjoy a picnic along with other members of the Ethiopian American community Saturday at 3 p.m.
Approximately 25 minutes later, his family looked to the playground which he was at and no longer saw him there.
That's Montgomery County Assistant Police Chief Nicholas Augustine. Police mounted a 24-hour search for the nonverbal boy, but it was two visitors to the park. One of them, Neil Nightingale of Silver Spring, father to a 7-year-old nonverbal girl who spotted the boy's body in the pond near shore.
I just showed up. I immediately came to the body water, and it's like the first thing that I saw.
Police say the medical examiner will determine the boy's cause of death. In Gaithersburg, Dick Uliano, WTOP News.
It's 6:04. At the Olympic Games in Paris, athletes from our area are wowing the crowds. They did so over the weekend. Swimmer Tori Husk of Arlington won gold in the women's 100-meter butterfly yesterday. She beat her American teammate Gretchen Walsh by just 4/100ths of a second. NBA star Kevin Durant, who grew up in Prince George's County, helped the U.S. men's national basketball team beat Serbia yesterday, 110-84. Durant scored 23 points. And Emily Fox of Ashburn is a defender for the U.S. women's national soccer team that defeated Germany yesterday, 4-1. We'll hear more on the Olympics coming up at 6:15 from ABC News correspondent Inez de la Quatera in Paris.
Do you remember sitting in the doctor's office as your parents asked questions about your health? Imagine those roles suddenly being reversed. In the first part of our series, Parenting Your Parents, WTOP's Sandra Jones explains how to talk to our parents' doctors when we become the caretaker.
Watching my mom deal with her illness was tough. Are you ready to get out?
Yeah.
I always admired her strength, but did not think I would eventually be hers.
I can walk.
Yeah, you're doing good. In 2023, doctors diagnosed Mom with cerebral amyloid angioplasty, a disorder that causes dementia. Experts say getting power of attorney for your parents' health care is critical in making life-changing decisions. Before you meet with the doctor, bring a list of questions.
How do you think my loved one's doing? What's the prognosis? Do you think this is a possible treatment course? She doesn't seem to be doing well with this medication. Is there another one? Is there an alternative?
Amy Goyer is a caregiver expert with AARP.
If you have questions about a certain treatment you think your loved one should have, bring information about that. Be prepared in that sense. I think it's always wise to have a good medical history, complete medication list, including any vitamins and supplements they're taking.
Sandra Jones, WTOP News.
Tune in next hour as Sandra looks at what you can do now to prepare for that caretaker role. For more resources and help, read Sandra's full story at WTOP.com.
Part of the American dream is to make a good living and then have enough to retire comfortably. WTOP's Sarah Jacobs reports on how much money workers think they'll need.
In its annual retirement survey, broker Charles Schwab reports the number this year is the same as last year, $1.8 million. Also unchanged is how long the average American worker expects their nest egg to last. 23 years after retirement. The survey finds 58% of Americans say inflation is still the number one obstacle to retirement savings, but that's down from 62% last year. Stock market volatility came in as the second biggest obstacle at 36%, but last year it was 42%. Another sign of optimism, 43% of American workers believe they'll reach their retirement savings goals. That's up from 37% last year. Sarah Jacobs, WTOP News.
Coming up, superheroes dominate the box office and break records in the process. Traffic and weather in 30 seconds.